Hey bosses, I know it can be really hard to get attention over on Instagram with all the beautiful pictures and the wonderful captions, so how can you as an entrepreneur stand out and actually get that engagement? Well, in the continuation of our Instagram hack series, I am bringing you 3 amazing captions that get attention on Instagram and get people to respond to you. So are you ready? Let's dive in. You can actually swipe these right now. I'm going to put them on the screen. I'm also going to put them down in the captions so you can grab them right now. Plus I've got some bonuses for you at the end. So here we go. Take a look at this first one. Opinions needed. I'm thinking of tweaking my morning routine and I need some advice on what you do to have a productive day. Usually I start off by eating breakfast, exercising, and then I sit down, answer my emails and my social media, and I make a list of the top 3 things I need to accomplish that day. But I feel like I need to add in something else. So what does your morning routine look like? Now let's break this down. Let's take a good look at this. What does this do to get attention? It says opinions needed. That gets people's attention. The second you ask them to give an opinion or give advice, people stop to do that because people like to offer advice. Believe me, it's the internet. So the first thing you do is grab their attention by saying, hey, I actually need you to respond to me. Give me your advice here. And then it says, I'm thinking of tweaking my morning routine. I need some advice. And it goes on to say, here's how I start my morning. Now, this is your opportunity as an entrepreneur to say, this is what I do. This is my business. This is how I run my business. This is how what I do in my morning benefits you. This is your time to sing your praises. So list a couple of things that actually feed into what you're doing during the day and help to educate your clients or potential new clients on what it is you do inside of your business and what you have to offer them. And then it goes back to saying, what do you do? What advice can you give me? How can you help me? So you're reminding them of that question. So this first caption is great because it asks for their opinion and then informs them of what you do and how you benefit them and then reiterates that you need help from them. Pretty good, right? Let's take a look at the second caption. This one says, I admit I cheated a little bit this week. I did, and then you start to name something. So let's say I did a really cool article for CBS News. And to reward myself, I did, and then you name something that you would reward yourself for. So maybe you got yourself a cupcake because of it. What do you do to reward yourself for doing something cool? So let's take a look at this. It says, I admit, and that is where you share a secret with them. You kind of draw them in by saying, okay, I don't really tell a lot of people this, but I am telling you. I admit I did this thing. And then it kind of shouts your praises. It kind of gives you something cool to say. I did something cool in my business. I wrote an article for CBS, or I edited that photo shoot in under an hour, or I created an extra candle and slipped it into my customer's order because they're a really good customer of mine. And you kind of shout out something that you've done within your business for your brand, for your clients. Now, this is not just like a fun thing. This is to educate them further on what you do in your brand, but also kind of like let them in on the secret. They're part of your team now. They're your people. And so then you talk about rewards and give them the opportunity to say, hey, when I do something cool, this is what I do in my life to reward myself. Maybe it's go to a movie, maybe it's a cupcake. You could even give them some examples, but ask again for their opinion. When you specifically ask for them to answer something for you, they are much more likely to do it. So you could say, hey, I rewarded myself this way, but without asking them, what do they say to that? Oh, cool. They give you a thumbs up. They give you a smiley, right? But if you ask them how they reward themselves and how you maybe should reward yourself next time, that invites them to speak to you. Let's take a look at the third one. I have a secret my clients don't know. If I tell you, can you keep it quiet? So right there, you just got their attention. Don't you want to know what my secret is? Don't you want to know what I did? Don't you want to know what I'm not telling other people? People are going to keep reading when they see that. Sometimes I mess up. In fact, once I made a mistake, and you're going to explain that mistake, and it taught me, and you're going to talk a little bit about the lesson. Now keep this short. This is a short paragraph, but you're breaking this down so you're saying, hey, sometimes I fail. And once I did this, I admit that I did this thing wrong. So let's just say, back in my photographer days, I was helping a friend with a photo shoot and she has a different brand of camera than I do and the buttons were a little weird. And I accidentally messed up some of the photos that I took for her because I had it on the wrong button because I couldn't tell what it was and I couldn't get it up on the screen because it was a different camera. I didn't have the opportunity to ask her while we were doing it. So there was a section of photos that I messed up. But you know what I learned from that? It actually taught me how to use that camera better and how to work with this and how to work in asking a question and all these different things. And so I would list one of those things that it taught me that would add value or benefit to my clients. And I would say, hey, I was new once. I made this mistake. Now I know what to do and I fixed it, so I'm not going to make it for you. I've improved my business, my brand, and my working strategy, and here is how it benefits you. So then you go on to say, have you ever made a really big mistake only to find out that it actually helped you? If so, tell me about it. If not, what mistake do you wish would help you? For me, and this is where we get a little snarky because we're going to add a little humor in there. So if they didn't have some kind of failure they want to talk about, you can say, what mistake would you wish actually helped you? So for me, it would be eating all of the candy or all of the chocolate in a candy box in one sitting. Now, I don't eat chocolate, but let's pretend that you do. You can say, I wish that the mistake of eating the entire box of chocolate in one sitting was actually going to be a good thing. So you get a little humor in there. And if people don't want to talk about their business fails or their life fails with you, it gives them something funny to talk about instead. So with these 3 captions, you are getting their attention. You've got that hook. You're asking for their advice or their opinion, and you're using it to educate the people that you are working with within your brand. Pretty cool, right? Now, if you want these captions, I've actually got them down below, but I got a little bit more for you because, like I said, we are here hanging out and we are talking all about how you can grow your Instagram strategy. So if you actually go to hashtag.kmrobinson.com, I'm giving you a boss's guide to handling hashtags. It is my free PDF where I'm breaking down all the best hashtags that you can be using in any industry, plus the #1 offending hashtag that you are almost definitely using that is killing your reach. I'm going to tell you exactly what that is and how to remove it and what to replace it with to get more engagement on your Instagram inside of this free PDF, hashtag.kmrobinson.com if you want to grab that, and hit the subscribe and notification bell because in the next video, I am breaking down something so amazing, you guys. Oh, this is one of my biggest tips that I give to my students and my clients, and it is revolutionary. We're talking about how you can actually get more active links in Instagram. It's a little bit different than what you think. I got a little strategy to this because not only does it give you more clickable active links, but it starts a conversation with your people and it makes sure that you are developing a relationship with your clients. So hit the subscribe and notification bell because of all my videos in this series, this is probably one of the most important because it is so influential within your business. You do not want to miss this. I'm talking all about how you can leverage active links on Instagram despite only getting 1 in your bio. So make sure you stay tuned. Big things are happening. Dropping new videos every Tuesday and Friday here on the YouTube channel and live AMAs on Wednesday, and the rebroadcasts are right here on YouTube where you can come ask your questions in real time so I can answer them and you don't have to wait for these videos. But if you've got a question, go ahead, DM me, send me a comment, send me an email, reach out to me. I would love to get those answered for you. Social media for bosses.com or kmrobinson.com for more information and reaching out to contact me through either of those websites. Both are the same place. They just kind of direct you to the same place. And I would love to hear from you guys. Big things are happening on the channel, and I've got massive things coming. Oh, yeah. Have I mentioned? I may or may not be releasing something in just a couple of weeks. The brand new Social Media for Bosses podcast. I will break everything down you need to know in the next couple of videos, and I hope you'll come join me because, dang, we have case studies, we've got amazing teachers coming to hang out with you, and I am breaking down all of my knowledge on how to create a profitable business through smart social media marketing, and you don't want to miss out. Oh yeah, there are more bonuses too, but I'll get to that in the next video. So hit subscribe, notification bell, and I will see you guys over there. Until then, have a fantastic day and stay inspired.